The American frontier after the Civil War was a place defined by violence, opportunity, and men who built their reputations with a gun. Forget the myths Hollywood sold you. These are the real accounts of 10 gunslingers, ranked by just how deadly they truly were. Every story here is backed by court documents, newspaper reports, and eyewitness testimony. At number 10, Ben Thompson. Born in 1843 in England, Thompson came to America at a young age and fought in the Civil War. Afterward, he became one of the most skilled pistol shooters on the frontier. He earned his living as a gambler, and trouble seemed to follow him everywhere. In 1882, during an argument, he shot and killed theater owner Jack Harris. Despite this, Thompson also served as the city marshal of Austin, Texas, where he was actually respected for maintaining order. He performed the role effectively, which makes his story more unusual than most. He eventually stepped down after the Harris incident complicated matters. In 1884, Thompson was ambushed and killed alongside his friend King Fisher. Many people forget that he was ever a lawman at all. He is often remembered as a gambler, but he wore a badge and genuinely worked to keep peace in a rough town. Other gunfighters considered him extremely dangerous, and Bat Masterson once said his pistol skills were among the finest he had ever witnessed. If this helped you pick a favorite, hit that like button and subscribe for more historical breakdowns. At number 9, King Fisher. Born in 1853 in Collin County, Texas, Fisher lost his mother early and grew up under harsh conditions. By 16, he had already been convicted of horse theft and served a short sentence before turning fully to cattle rustling. He was responsible for at least 11 confirmed killings, including 3 members of his own gang who betrayed him, as well as 7 Mexican gunmen in separate encounters. Fisher controlled a lawless region known as the Nueces Strip, commanding roughly 100 outlaws. He was also known for his flashy, decorated clothing that made him stand out. Eventually, he reformed and became a deputy sheriff in Uvalde County. That new path ended violently when he was killed alongside Ben Thompson in a theater ambush in San Antonio in 1884. He lived both as an outlaw and a lawman, but both paths led to the same end. The ambush was brutal, and some believe the Manning brothers orchestrated it. Number 8 is Dallas Staudenmeier. Born in 1845 in Alabama, he was a Civil War veteran who suffered multiple wounds during his service. He later moved to El Paso, Texas, becoming town marshal in 1881 during one of the city's most violent periods. Just 3 days into the job, he took part in a gunfight later called 4 Dead in 5 Seconds, killing 3 men and accidentally shooting a bystander in a matter of moments. Over time, he killed at least 9 people and imposed a sense of order through fear. His downfall came through a personal conflict with the powerful Manning family. On September 18, 1882, they ambushed and killed him. Staudenmeier's fearlessness made him effective, but it also sealed his fate. Number 7 is Wyatt Earp. Born in 1848 in Monmouth, Illinois, he served as a lawman in Wichita and Dodge City before moving to Tombstone, Arizona in 1879. His kill count is estimated between 8 and 30 depending on the source. He became famous for the gunfight at the OK Corral in 1881, where he, his brothers, and Doc Holliday killed 3 members of the Cowboys gang in about 30 seconds. After retaliation left his brothers Virgil and Morgan wounded and dead, Earp began what became known as the Vendetta Ride, tracking down and killing several suspects. He later worked as a boxing referee and miner, living until 1929. Hollywood turned him into a flawless hero, but in reality, he was also a gambler and opportunist who understood how to use his reputation to his advantage. Number 6 is Billy the Kid. Born Henry McCarty around 1859 in New York City, he was orphaned at 15 when his mother died of tuberculosis. He began with petty crimes and killed his first man at 18 before fleeing to New Mexico. His confirmed kills ranged from 4 to 9, though legends claim 21, one for each year of his life. He became a key figure in the Lincoln County War of 1878, a violent struggle over economic control. As part of the Regulators, he helped kill Sheriff William Brady and others. Captured in 1880, Billy escaped by killing 2 deputies, but Sheriff Pat Garrett eventually tracked him down and shot him on July 14, 1881. He was a young outlaw shaped by conflict and circumstance, and media attention turned him into a lasting legend. Number 5 is Wild Bill Hickok. Born James Butler Hickok in 1837 in Illinois, he came from a family involved in the Underground Railroad. When he left home at 18 and worked various jobs before becoming one of the West's most famous figures. His confirmed kills range from 6 to 7 men between 1861 and 1871. In 1861 at Rock Creek Station, he killed David McCanley's and others in a fight later exaggerated into a massacre. His most iconic moment came in 1865 when he faced Davis Tutt in what is often considered the first true quick-draw duel. Hickok killed him from 75 yards away over a gambling dispute. On August 2, 1876, he was shot in the back of the head by Jack McCall while playing poker in Deadwood. The hand he held, aces and eights, became known as the dead man's hand. At number 4, Clay Allison. Born in 1841 in Tennessee to a minister's family, he had a club foot and suffered a serious head injury during the Civil War. He was discharged in 1862 due to erratic behavior. After the war, he moved west, rustled cattle, and became known for extreme violence. In one incident, he beheaded a suspected murderer and displayed the head in a saloon. During the Colfax County War, he led vigilante groups and carried out lynchings. One of his most infamous moments involved a dinner duel in 1874, where he killed Chunk Colbert after calmly sharing a meal with him. Allison later died in 1887 after falling from a wagon and breaking his neck. His gravestone claimed he never killed anyone who didn't deserve it, revealing how he justified his actions. Number 3 is Jim Killer Miller. Born in 1861 in Arkansas, he lost his parents young and later lived with grandparents who were mysteriously murdered. Rumors suggested he was responsible. Known as Deacon Jim, he attended church regularly, avoided alcohol and tobacco, and dressed in black. Beneath his coat, he wore a steel breastplate to stop bullets. He had 14 confirmed kills, though estimates suggest as many as 50, as he worked as a hired assassin. He charged between $150 and $2,000 per job. His first known murder was his brother-in-law in 1884. He later served as a deputy sheriff and survived a shooting thanks to his hidden armor. In 1909, he was arrested for killing U.S. Marshal Gus Bobbitt. A mob lynched him in Oklahoma, and his final words were, "Let her rip," before he jumped. Number 2 is Tom Horn. Born in 1860 in Missouri, he ran away from an abusive home at 14 and headed west. He worked various jobs before becoming an Army Scout during the Apache Wars, even helping secure Geronimo's surrender. He spoke Spanish and Apache fluently. His confirmed kills number at least 17, and though estimates go much higher. Horn later worked for the Pinkerton Detective Agency and then as a hired gun for ranchers, eliminating suspected rustlers. He often used a Winchester rifle and left stones under bodies as a signature. In 1901, he was accused of killing a 14-year-old boy, allegedly by mistake. After drunkenly confessing, he was convicted and executed in 1903. At number 1, John Wesley Hardin, the deadliest gunslinger of the Old West. Born in 1853 in Texas, the son of a preacher, he killed his first man at 15. He later killed 3 Union soldiers and went on the run. His estimated kill count is around 42, with 20 to 30 confirmed. In one infamous case, he shot a man through a hotel wall just to stop his snoring. He fought in the Sutton-Taylor feud, killing multiple opponents. Arrested in 1877, he was sentenced to 25 years for murder. While in prison, he studied law and passed the bar. After his release in 1894, he briefly practiced law, but soon returned to violence. In 1895, he was shot from behind in a saloon by John Selman. Hardin's victims were often minorities, and his own writings portrayed him more favorably than the records suggest. He remains one of the most prolific killers of the frontier era. These 10 men helped shape the American frontier through violence and reputation. Their true stories, stripped of myth, reveal a far darker and more chaotic reality than any film. If you learned something new, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one.